Hello guys, it's Dale here with weekly trading ideas video for this week starting today, the 13th of December 2021. Before I go into the trading ideas, I would like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest was flexible volume profile indicator for MetaTrader 4 platform, and right now on your screen you should see the name of the person who won the indicator. So congratulations for winning the volume profile, and what I'll do is I'll do another contest. The price will be the same, volume profile indicator for MetaTrader 4, and the only thing you need to do to participate in this contest is just leave a comment below this video on YouTube, and the next week in the next video I'll randomly pick one person to win that volume profile. Right, so that's for the contest, and let's now go into the trading ideas. What you see before you, this is my day trading layout. It shows 3 charts, and those 3 charts are always linked. In this case they show the euro, Australian dollar, and the chart at the top is a 60-minute chart, and on this 60-minute chart what I use is weekly volume profile. It's a profile that shows how volumes were distributed throughout the whole week. This gives you sort of an overview of the market, the bigger picture. Now the chart below that, this is sort of a main chart that I use because on this chart I use my flexible volume profile indicator. This is it. This is how it looks like. You can move it around like this, look into specific areas you're interested in trading. A very handy tool. So that's my main chart, and the last one is a 30-minute chart as well, but on this chart I use fixed profiles. Those fixed profiles are daily profiles, which means that they get printed automatically each day and they show you the volume distribution of that day. Alright, so that's the layout which I use. Now let's go and have a look at the trading ideas. The first one is on the euro Australian dollar, and let me start by looking at this 60-minute chart because I want to talk about the shape of the volume profile in here. This is how volumes were distributed throughout the whole week, the whole previous week. So that's this area, right? And this is a B-shaped profile, which means that it corresponds with letter B, like this, right? And the way how you trade this profile is that you want to trade significant volume cluster that's created within this area. Right? So this is the volume cluster that got created within this area, and it begins in here. The heavy volume cluster begins around 1.6002. This is a significant resistance. Now the reasoning behind that is that as there was this downtrend, sellers were pushing the price downwards, right? And as they were pushing the price downwards, they were adding to their short positions in here, right, at this volume cluster. Then they continued to push the price downward some more. So now we have the information that there are strong sellers, strong institutional sellers in here. I mean, their trading positions were traded there, were accumulated there. So then those guys pushed the price even lower, and then lower prices got accepted. Those lower prices, right? And this is what created those massive volumes in here, this rotation. It's quite usual that heavy volumes are created in a rotation like this, so that's why there are heavy volumes in here. Now there's not really any way that I would like to trade a rotation like this, but what I would like to trade is a pullback to this place, to 6002, because those sellers are there. Those sellers will want to add some more to their shorts there. This is a significant liquidity zone, and also this is a zone where they placed a lot of their short positions. So they'll want to defend them and push the price downwards from there again, right? This is the whole logic behind this setup and behind the way how to trade that B-shaped volume profile. You can also look at it in a different way. You can look at the 30-minute chart in here and use the flexible volume profile over that trend area. Right, this is the trend area, and as you can see, the heaviest volumes within the trend area were in here. This is the level, right? 60.02, 60.02, that's the level. So this is the significant volume area, and this is where I would like to trade that pullback from. All right, that's the trading idea on the Euro Australian dollar. Now we only need to wait for that pullback and trade from there. Now let's go and have a look at the next trading idea, and the next one will be on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. Now, as you can see, all the charts changed to New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. And let me start talking about this trading idea on this chart at the top again. And let's talk about the shape of the volume profile there. In this case, the shape of the volume profile is a D-shaped profile, which means that it has a shape of a letter D, right? Capital letter D. Now, when you trade a D-shaped profile, then there are three important zones. Point of control, obviously, the place where heaviest volumes were traded, and then significant volume clusters around the edges of that D-shaped profile. What I'm going to talk about today is this significant volume cluster and the volumes that got traded in this area, right? Those volumes were traded in this area. From there, that was a strong selling activity back towards the point of control, right? Point of control. The way you trade this, I mean the D-shaped profile, is you wait for pullback to that significant volume cluster. In this case, it begins at 77.38 and go short from there towards the point of control, towards this. This could be the take profit, right? Because point of control in cases like this works as a strong magnet. So this should work as a strong resistance and the price should go back towards the point of control. Now let's have a look at this chart. It's a more detailed chart because it's a 30-minute chart. I'm going to talk about the logic behind this. This is a rotation in which heavy volumes are traded, right? Those are the heavy volumes you see there. Those are the heavy volumes. From there was this strong selling activity. So because of that selling activity, we can tell that strong sellers were building up their shorts there. Then they pushed the price downwards. And when there's the pullback, then those sellers will want to defend this zone. They'll want to add some more to their shorts, defend this zone and push the price downwards from there again. Alright? That's the logic behind it. This setup is called the volume accumulation setup, but you can also look at it a different way. How I showed you in here, you can trade it as the D-shaped profile. The theory is a little bit different, but both point to the same trading level. And that's what I really like. I like combination of a weekly volume profile and a flexible volume profile, because when weekly volume profile confirms a trade from a flexible volume profile, then those are really strong signals to trade from. Alright, so yeah, that's about the trading idea on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. And the last trading idea is not going to be day trading idea like those two that I already showed you, but it's going to be a swing trading idea. So let me switch to my swing trading chart. Alright, so that's it. Swing trading chart. It's a very simple chart, it's a very simple layout. It's a daily time frame, so daily candles. And I use only the flexible volume profile there, so that's this profile, right? That's it. Simple as that. Now, what I want to show you in here is a strong resistance, which is at 67.07. There was a strong selling activity, and within that strong selling activity, there were massive volumes traded in here, in this place. And that indicates that there were strong sellers in here, and those sellers were first pushing the price downwards, then they were adding to their short positions in here. You can tell by looking at the volume profile, because it's wide there, heavy volumes were traded there, right? And then, more selling activity. Those guys manipulated the price to go even lower. Now, this is an important information because we know that there are strong sellers in here. This heavy volume zone begins at 67.07, and when there's a pullback, then I think those sellers will want to defend this heavy volume zone, the place where they placed most of their shorts, and to push the price downwards from there again. This is called the trend setup. I like to use that setup when there is a trend. It's a volume profile setup, and in this case it also nicely aligns with a VWAP setup. Those three lines, that gray line, those gray lines, and this yellow line, that's my VWAP indicator. And what we want to look at is those gray lines. I like to use them as a combo with the volume profile, and they should work as a strong resistance when the price hits them. And if you combine that with volume profile like in here, then that's how I like to use them. So in here we have heavy volumes, and this is the first deviation of the VWAP, right? Very close to our level. And in this case it confirms the level because, as I was saying, that gray line should work as a resistance, like for example in here, right? Now I prefer to use that VWAP and those setups as a combo with volume profile. So I don't often trade that blindly just by itself, but when there's a confluence of heavy volumes and first deviation of VWAP, then it gives really strong trading signals, like in this case, right? So it's a combo that I like about this, and that's why I think that this is a strong swing trading resistance. All right, that's about that. I hope you guys liked the trading ideas. If you would like to learn more about trading with volume profile, then what I recommend is going to my website. This is it, trader-dale.com, and the next best step is go to trading course and tools. So you click that, you scroll down a bit, and what I recommend is getting the Elite Pack. The Elite Pack is an educational pack that will teach you everything there is about trading with volume profile. And there is a video which you can watch that will show you everything that's included in the Elite Pack. In short, the Elite Pack includes a video course. It includes my day trading and swing trading levels that you'll be getting each day. It also includes volume profile indicators that I developed, and also a couple of bonuses. Now, at the top of that, it also includes free tech support for Elite Pack members. And what that means is that our tech support team will set up NinjaTrader, a platform for you with all my indicators. They'll load up my trading workspaces, they'll connect you to data feed, and they'll do it completely free of charge, as that's the part of the service that we provide to the Elite Pack members. Alright, so that's about it. That's about the Elite Pack, and that's also about this video. I hope you guys liked it, I hope you found it useful, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time in some next video or in our members area. And until then, happy trading!